Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm gonna be doing a little review on Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin. So I'm gonna start with Bitcoin Cash. I was saying in my last video that I see Bitcoin Cash as a good opportunity to buy the dips, and this is because we are very clearly uptrending. So I actually draw this line last night. I was here on the 4-hour candles, and the price just broke down the 20 period moving average, the red line. It just broke down that line, and then I thought, well, it has to go to the next line now, to the next moving average. And so it was somewhere here, and I draw this uptrend support line connecting this low with this low and this low and extending it. And so I saw that the support line was going to be around at the same level with the moving average, so I thought it was very, very probable that the price would bounce here and go higher, and sure enough, that's what happened. I didn't buy this dip because I have bought already. I can't remember the exact prices. I should look at in my order history and do the average, but I bought 3 times all in this area here since I have been making videos on Bitcoin Cash. I bought 3 times in this area, so I'm not sure exactly what's my average cost, but it's somewhere here. I mean, for me, it's close enough from the bottom, if this was the bottom, because of course you never know. You never have the 100%. There's no such thing as 100% predictable trade or predictable price. That just doesn't exist. It can reverse now and go down and break the all-time lows. I mean, it could happen. Anything can happen, but we have some confirmations that this could have been the bottom. So if I believe that this was the bottom by probability, then I've been buying 3 times close enough from the bottom. So I'm happy with that. So yeah, but this is an educational channel, so that's what that's why I'm explaining how you could have timed the bottom here. Once it broke down this moving average, the 20 period moving average, you have to anticipate it's going to bounce in the second moving average, and if you add to that a support line here, it's like double support, so very, very likely it was going to bounce. So you could have bought this dip here. As I have been saying, it's a good idea to buy the dips in an uptrend, and this is now is an uptrend. Now, from here, what do I expect from here? What I expect is to continue to go high, but it doesn't have to go higher than the previous high yet. In fact, it would be very, very normal that it doesn't make it this high yet, and then it retraces again. So long as when it retraces, it doesn't break this support line down. If this line continues to hold, I actually expect maybe another bounce in this support at some point, then go up and then break out. I think this is a continuation pattern, what's playing out here. I talked about this in my last video as well. I expect Bitcoin Cash to do a continuation pattern, so lower highs and higher lows, and so far we had this high here, this a little bit lower, so it's a lower high, and here we have higher low and higher low. So I can expect another lower high, a little bit lower than this one, retrace again, test the support line here and go back up, and then break out heavily and go up very, very much. I can expect that, or it could also just break out now in this first intent. It could happen because it actually touched this support line 3 times already, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and here we had 2 highs, and this is going to be the 3rd high, so it might just break out in this high. Sometimes the 3rd time is the moment of the truth, more often than not. Actually, for breakouts, when it tries for 3rd time, it will break out. So I can see these 2 possibilities playing out soon, either breaking out now or doing a lower high here, retracing, and then breaking out the next time. That's what I see as the 2 most probable scenarios, but of course there's a probability that it's going to reverse and break this support down, and if that was to happen, then that would be concerning, and I would be changing my mind from bullish to neutral and maybe to bearish. I have to change my mind on a daily basis according to what I see on the charts. So not because today I'm bullish, it means tomorrow I'm going to be bullish. I'm going to change my mind anytime it's necessary. For now, for today, I'm bullish, and I think by probability, it's more likely we're going to break out and continue higher at some point. But if this support line breaks down, then I'm going to be changing my assessment, and you should do the same, because obviously I'm not going to be in front of the screen making a video in real time when this is happening. You need to know what your plan is, you know, if something goes one way or if it goes the other way. You need to have a plan for both situations. I know my plan and I know how I'm going to react, but you need to know how you will react. You cannot be expecting people to, you know, to tell you when to buy, when to sell, or to make videos 24/7, because that's why it's never a good idea to copy someone else's trades. It's better you learn the techniques and you know yourself, and then you react accordingly. For Bitcoin, I don't have anything new really to say about Bitcoin. It's running out of steam. We can see the green volume decreasing, or the whole volume in general, green and red, it's decreasing, but the trend continues up. So this signals, this suggests that this trend is not sustainable. When the trend continues going up, but the volume is going down, it means that the end of the trend could be near. But near doesn't mean immediate. It doesn't have to happen immediately. It can continue to push higher before finding the top and retracing. So my strategy for Bitcoin is to continue to hold until very near the fork. And when we are very near the fork, I will decide how much I sell. I will for sure be taking profits. I'm not sure yet what percentages I'm going to be selling, but I will for sure be selling some before the fork, and keeping the rest for after the fork, because I expect after the fork, right before the fork and during the fork, a sell-off. I don't know how big, but I expect also to push up really high a few days after the fork, because that's what always happened for every single fork we had before. For Bitcoin Cash, we have the fork here on this box, so we had a sell-off here right when the fork happened, but a few days after we broke out up, continuation pattern, and then up higher. So so far the same thing happened here. We sell off at the moment of the fork, then we break out here, a little bit of continuation pattern before going higher. So, you know, history doesn't have to repeat itself each time. So that's why I'm not I don't know exactly how this is going to play out. And this fork, I think it's more important than any of the other two that we had. So maybe this time is going to be different, but you never want to anticipate a change until the change already happened, right? By probability, you're going to be right more times than not if you anticipate the same thing is going to continue to do the same until it doesn't do it. But so long we had two forks that did the same, so you need to assume and anticipate the same thing is going to happen here. And if it doesn't happen, then oh well, you know, no big deal, then you react accordingly. You know, you have to have a plan B as well for that. But that's more or less what I expect for Bitcoin during and after the fork. Right now this is retracing. These are the 4-hour candles, so we went from 7,600 almost, now we're crashing. We are 7,370. It's fine. I mean, it's still beautifully uptrending. I mean, there's nothing to worry here yet. I mean, by probability is going to bounce on the moving average or on the next Fibonacci line here, which is 7,150 more or less. So long as we don't start doing lower lows, and so far we don't have any lower low at all. So the previous low is here for 7,000. Actually, this one, yeah, 6,930. Let's call it 7,000. If we go below 7,000, that's going to be concerning. I don't think we're going to go lower than 7,000. I think it would bounce. It would bounce a lot if we go that low down to 7,000. So if you bought, you know, whatever on the breakout and 5,000, you're still very good up here, very comfortable. I'm comfortable. I have nothing to worry about, and especially knowing we have this fork coming. So many people is holding because they want to get their free coins. So I don't expect a huge sell-off on Bitcoin until the fork. I think that's all I have for you today, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.